Welcome back to the show. Let my bombs go. Yeah, we got a great show lined up for you guys today. I'm Mr. Show Out TV, and this is Common Sense Not Common Live, right? And I'm gonna need my congregation in the building as usual. I got the great Buddha in the building. You know I got Lisa in this motherfucker. What y'all mean? Yeah, I got my homeboy Leon in this thing too, and I got Miss Cheyenne. We finna chop it up and talk about the relationship. We gonna get right into it. Boy, Mr. Show Out TV, and this is Common Sense Not Common Live.
Our little corner stores used to get hit all the time. I've seen it firsthand.
And with conflict, you have sin. And then within sin of that relationship, it's never gonna work. So I just want to start off saying I don't think that just one person should have a leadership role.
Back to the channel. This is Common Sense Not Common Live, and we're coming live directly from the airways of Twitch. And we're coming live and directly from the airways of YouTube as well. I'm your host, Mr. Show Out TV.
They ended up settling. It's given she was threatened. She might have been scared for her life.
So you mean to tell me it don't matter how bad he beat that, you be so you still gonna give it to him?
Look, I done worked with a gummy worm before. It don't matter to me.
Hey, the gummy worm make it come quicker.
Hold on.
Doing it, I just feel like you're doing it to yourself. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, we right back in the building. Let me get an applause for everybody today. Today is Tuesday, day of our God. We having a great day today. I hope everybody is having a great day themselves, right? I got my panel of guest speakers, and we're going to be talking about relationships. Y'all know what this channel is about. Y'all know what we do. We had these panel discussions, and I got the great Buddha as usual, man. Lisa always come through for me. We got some new faces in the building today, so I would love for you guys to make sure you give them some support. Look at me stuttering this morning. God damn. We're going to get this shit together today. But should women accept the bare minimum? Women not accepting the bare minimum, right? Well, we finna chop this up. We got a couple of topics I would love for you guys to stick around with today. So let me let my people in the building. Yes. So we gonna let everybody know this is a brand. This is one of my newest. This is my bag up channel. And when we talk about a lot of relationship problems, like the relationship goals, a lot of things, right? Oh, so we actually live. Let me take that one off. Yeah. Okay, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we finna do, what we normally do, everybody, and we watch these video clips and we chop them up. So if y'all watching on YouTube right now, I would love for you guys to make sure you get this video a thumbs up. And let's get to it, everybody. I ain't gonna keep y'all waiting too long. Let's go.
Demanding so much more from men. Like, they have taken time to heal themselves. They're no longer accepting the bare minimum. Like, you actually have to bring value in order to even speak to a woman or for her to even give you the time of day. And a lot of men are hurt by that. I'm not quite sure why. I feel like once a man like smells or sees that you know your worth, he immediately tries to humble you.
You to stop accepting bare minimum behavior from these men. Too many women are like, well, he texts me good morning at least 2-3 times a day. He texts me in the evening or the afternoon, and he always checks in with me via text, as if that's something that takes effort, as if that's something to shout about, when it's really not. He's giving you a little bit and you're accepting a little bit and making it seem like a lot. And what you're doing in that process is setting him up to continue giving you bare minimum behavior. And at some point in the relationship, if it grows, or in the situationship, you are going to realize that you set yourself up for failure, and you set yourself up to continually get the least when you deserve even more than the most, right? Because your worthiness and your value is divine and inherent, and it cannot be quantified. So no matter what someone is giving you, no matter what you're experiencing, even at what feels like the best, You always deserve more. And so does your partner if that partner is a healthy partner. But when you teach someone that it only takes a good morning text for you to get excited and get hype, or it only takes a hey big head text or a good night text, and there's no action behind it, there's no planning behind it, there's no intention behind it, your value and your worth actually drops lower and lower in the eyes of that man.
It's time to stop accepting the bare minimum and acting as if this person's giving you the fucking world. Now, I know if you grew up in a household where you weren't really given that kind of love, you always had to try to earn it, it was inconsistent, yada, yada, all this stuff, then breadcrumbs are going to feel like a meal. You're going to feel like this is all you've ever known and this is comfortable for you. Because your nervous system doesn't know how to accept anything else. If this is all you ever accepted, then that's what it thinks you're worth. And that's where those core beliefs start to set in. All of those things that you created to protect yourself as a child are ultimately becoming the challenges you're facing in adulthood because you're not dating your mother or father. And while, yes, the highs might feel so high and the lows feel so low, it's not fucking worth it, and I'll tell you why. You deserve a love that stays and grows, not that comes and goes. You deserve somebody that is going to choose you day in and day out, and it's going to show up consistently for you day in and day out. Not just somebody because he texts you good morning, but doesn't actually try to see you and isn't trying to spend any time with you. Or when you bring up any kind of plan, they get upset that you're not giving them their space. Whatever low effort bullshit that these people are putting into your life that you are thinking is enough to keep you going when we know it's not even enough to satisfy even a morsel of your hunger. So it's time to stop accepting breadcrumbs.
Please stop letting men gaslight us into thinking that their bare minimum effort is the best that's out here, because it's not. I promise you it's not. They tell you this and they try to get inside your head because they know if you know that you can do better, which you can, you're gonna leave them. So they sit here and they're like, like, what are you gonna do? Get somebody else? Or like, oh, this is what all guys do. This is not what all guys do. This is what you do. This is the #1 way that guys be keeping girls in relationships for years. These men are out here stealing like 5, 6, 10 years of y'all's lives off the simple fact of making you believe that you're not going to get better than them. But guess what? The only way to know if you're going to get better is if you leave them and you go find better. Which I promise you, you will. You will only have what you allow. So if you allow low quality, poor behavior, that's all you're going to ever have. But if you only allow love and respect, that's all you're gonna ever have.
Stop accepting the bare minimum. Stop accepting the bare minimum. Stop accepting the bare fucking minimum. I'm screaming. You guys would not fucking believe the amount of people that tell me, oh, he's a good guy, he opened the door for me. Oh, he's a good guy, he paid for our first date. Oh, he's a good guy because he texts me every morning. Bitch, that's the bare minimum. That is what should be done. And these things should be done the entirety of your relationship, not just when he's trying to bag you. I feel like this day and age, girls are so used to shitty ass treatment and men not being men anymore that when a guy does something chivalrous or something cute and sweet, but it's actually the bare minimum, we get so impressed. Yes, when a guy does any of these things for us, we should be grateful, we should be happy, we should be appreciative, but don't be like, he's an amazing guy, hold him on such a high pedestal, like, oh my god, he's incredible, because this is what he should do. Guys know how to treat a woman. They know that they should open the door, they should pay for dates, they know all of this, so if they're not doing it, bitch, move the fuck on.
All right, there we have it. There we have it. There we have it. So we're gonna start off with Cheyenne. Yeah. Because I know Lisa in the building. Lisa, oh, hey, Mr. Joe, don't be letting me go first. You always making me go first. Well, Lisa, you ain't going first this time. So if y'all watching right now, or if you guys on YouTube right now, I would love for you guys to make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. So, Miss Cheyenne, what is your take on women not accepting the bare minimum?
So the first video, like she said about how you have to bring value to the table, it's really a similar argument that a lot of people were getting mad at like the high value men for saying that, like they're sitting there telling women, well, what do you bring to the table? I feel like it's a similar argument, but the point that the rest of the videos make about how it's kind of a trick to see what you can do better, that part I also agree with, because I was in, I'm not going to go into details, but I was in a really bad relationship for years, and he was always just like, well, no one's going to love you like I do, no one's going to love you like I do, and then here I am with somebody else who loves me better than he did, if that makes sense. Absolutely. So I mean, I can see both sides of the argument about like how she kept saying that men are getting hurt by it. It's the same hurt that women had when they ask what their value is. But it's a little bit different because men use it as a mind game where women use it as like, this is what I deserve, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Lisa, what you think? What's your take on it?
Okay. I agree with what she said.
Absolutely.
The video, she said that the bare minimum is your guy texting you good morning and opening a door for you. First off, that's not the bare minimum to me. It's not. I mean, guys aren't required to do that. There's not every guy on this earth isn't romantic. Every guy on this earth doesn't have the urge to do those kinds of things. Like, yay, thank you for doing that. That means you're taking an effort. You're thinking of me, which is a lot of times is what women want to see, what we desire. We want to be desired. We want to be shown that you caring about us and thinking about us. But at the same time, it was something in the video. She said that a lot of times guys do the bare minimum or something because I don't remember what she said, but it was something like she said because they believe that you can't do better. Honestly,
Right.
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that has anything to do with that. I feel like guys do that because they know that you love them and that while you loving them, you're not going to give up on them. I feel like that's when they do stuff like that. Like, oh, you're not going to find nobody better because a woman, we love hard, and once we love you, we put up with a lot of BS that we wouldn't put up with if we didn't love your dumb ass. Like if I didn't love you, I wouldn't.
Oh my goodness.
Like it has nothing to do with the bare minimum. You're saying that you're doing that because I love you and you playing with my heartstrings.
Absolutely.
I just had to clear that up a little bit because I didn't agree with what she said. They do the bare minimum and they say this and this and that because of whatever fuck she said. But I was just like, no ma'am, they do that because they know you love them and that you're gonna put up with the shit until you get tired of it.
Okay. Great takes. Great takes. Let me drop a bombs for them. Let me pay a few bills real quick before I drop my take on this as well. Let's go.
You're now rocking with the best show on YouTube. This episode is sponsored by my hit hoss. Smash the like button. The show begins now.
Yeah.
By my hit hoss.
Now, what I'm gonna do, I guess my take on the whole situation, I think that actually men, and I'm gonna need my congregation in the building with me right now, y'all. So let me know in the comment box what y'all think as well. I think men only dish out the bare minimum towards women that they feel or perceive is giving out less, if that make any sense. If they see a woman, if they notice that a woman doesn't deserve more than the bare minimum, a man will get relaxed and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna just give out whatever I feel like she deserve at that moment. Not necessarily meaning, but some women actually know their worth, and men actually will notice that. You got a strong-minded woman, a boss woman when she bossed up or whatever, and a man would notice that. And but certain men, you can actually notice if a woman is not giving you her all. So why should you, as a man, be giving her more than the bare minimum when she's not even putting out the effort, to actually be with you and actually give you what you looking for? So I guess this is my take on the situation.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Right. So go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say that makes sense too, but it's also like whenever you get to like the long-term stage, this is not like exclusive to men at all, but like you see like, oh, I have them already, so I'm gonna get comfortable, and then like you start doing less because you feel like you don't have to chase them. And this is more of like people have been together for like 10 years or married for 5 years, but like I said, it's not exclusive to men at all. I don't know what it is, but people start giving the bare minimum or less after that time. So it's like, oh, well, I don't really have to impress them anymore. I've got their last name or a ring on my finger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a
Hey,
lot to go
I agree
into it.
with that.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
not
that's true.
exclusive to men.
People get content, and it's not
Mhm.
even just on the men's side; it's on both sides.
Hmm.
But I also do agree with what Mr. Showout said because I feel like a guy. Listen, this is something that I go by and I agree with. A guy is going to approach you with an intention. A guy isn't going to approach no female without any attention. If it's to take her out, her phone number, to tell her that she's pretty, it's always some kind of attention. You ain't just going to walk up to somebody and not just have, you know.
Yeah.
So, guys, they like, they're attracted to certain kind of women. They want to wife certain kind of women. If y'all dating or whatever, and he's seeing that low key, because women, we have self-esteem issues sometimes, and
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
we're not fully confident in ourselves. And when guys see a less confident woman or a little self-conscious woman, and she doesn't expect a lot from a man, I feel like men sometimes do settle with what she's okay with. Some guys is just a dope ass guy and they gonna set the bar high, like, no, this is what you're used to, but this is me. This is
Right.
what you're gonna get used to now. But there
Yeah.
Absolutely.
is guys who gonna be like, well, shit, you don't expect none, so shit, I ain't gonna give you nothing.
Right.
So you do have them type too. So I agree with both of y'all.
What do y'all? What's y'all take on when y'all notice when y'all as women when y'all know that there's some women out there that ain't good for shit? I mean, they ain't good for nothing. And y'all notice that man over there, they got a good man, and he giving her way more than the bare minimum. What's your take on that? You think that she's taking advantage of that man, or what? What's your take? I'm gonna
Shit,
start
she
off
get
with
her.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start off with Cheyenne. Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, go
Um,
ahead.
to be honest though, I mean, I really can't comment if I don't know the whole dynamic of the relationship because she might be a love you in private type person. She might not be a love you in public type person. So we don't know if she's given him more than bare minimum behind closed doors. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So it could be that way, but if it were oh, well, I'm just going to give him bare minimum while he exceeds my expectations, I feel like that's not fair. I feel like every relationship it shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 100-100, meaning like you give 100% of your effort into that relationship. And there are going to be some days where like, hey, I'm going to give 80. Can you pick up my extra 20? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
That
you have
makes
to
sense.
feed off of each other.
Absolutely. Lisa, what's your take?
I agree with that, but I do feel like a lot of women feel like guys are obligated. Like, oh, he's obligated to take care of me while you sitting at the motherfucking house. No, bitch. Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
But
Mm-mm.
no, but
Get him, Lisa. Get
that's
him.
not it. That's not how we doing things on this way. If the thing is, society is messed up nowadays.
Yeah,
You
very.
can't expect somebody to be sitting here making 10 bands a week or something and you sitting here making zero. Like, it just
Right.
don't make sense. Like, y'all not
Right.
equally yoked. Y'all don't have the
Right.
same motivation. Y'all don't have the same drive. Y'all don't have the same hustle. Me personally, I'm not going to be attracted to anybody who don't have at least the same hustle as me because
Right.
I'm about my money. I'm about my shit. So I'm going to need my guy to be about his money, about his shit. I'm trying to build an empire. I'm trying to build an empire. I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to leave generational wealth. I'm trying to, you know, we trying to be the Black Obama. Okay, we
Yeah,
trying to be the
yeah. I
Obamas.
see.
Shit, we trying to be like them. You feel me? And you
Absolutely.
can't be that if someone isn't giving their all. And like she said, there is gonna be days where, like me being a first time mom, I I lost myself. Like I forgot who the fuck Lisa was,
Right.
honestly.
It
And I'm
yeah,
happens.
that
just now
happens.
starting to realize who I am. And honestly, I feel like my boyfriend wasn't fully understanding because in all honesty, he can't. You can never understand what I'm going through because you're not going through it. And
Yeah, men
I
just
feel
don't get
like,
it.
yeah, they don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish they did.
Oh, God damn.
And sometimes we
don't
need
though.
our guy to pick up that extra slack, and they don't sometimes. They don't understand. They just don't understand.
We hard headed, man. We gotta bust a,
Yeah, I had to
how it go.
I had to drill it into my man's head, like, hey, I'm gonna need help. Like, hey, here's what you need to look out for in case, PPD does get my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it works if you were like, hey, like while you're pregnant, if it is your first kid, this is what I feel like I did a really good job of, or a really good job of. It was like, hey, this is what you need to look out for XYZ. If I'm exhibiting signs of this, like you need to either tell me or tell my doctor because it's a big no-no. Or like, hey, if you see that I'm struggling, this is kind of the stuff that I would like help with. Not necessarily like housework. I've got that, but like, because a lot of people are like, oh, I need help with the baby, not housework. I'm the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Cleaning is my piece.
No, ma'am. After I had my motherfucking baby, I ain't want shit. I didn't want nobody but my baby. You give me my baby and you take care of this motherfucking house.
Yeah.
I just pushed out a baby out this vagina and
Oh,
I
yeah.
got stitches.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I gotta deal with I'm scared to pee and boo boo because I feel like it's gonna burn.
Y'all don't hear me.
Yeah, like I felt like I deserved royal treatment after having a
Right.
child.
I mean, y'all deserve it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely
Man
right
was
on
in
that.
the kitchen making me food 3 times
Yeah,
a day if we
absolutely.
could.
Absolutely.
Sure, you need to be down here scrubbing my toes.
Oh.
Do you hear me? Rubbing,
Ooh.
kissing on my toes, doing everything.
What?
You ain't down here and natural.
Yeah. I know how that go because I know my wife did all 3 of our kids natural.
Yeah, my man was a
I
blessing though, that's for sure.
I give her
Definitely.
all the
I
props
would
for
never
that.
been able to do it without him. Definitely.
Same.
So I got a couple of questions I would love to ask you. What are some of the potential? I'm gonna start off with Cheyenne first. What are some of the potential consequences of settling for the bare minimum in relationships or career opportunities?
Oh.
So if we're talking about relationships, right?
Right.
So let's say you're unhappy with the bare minimum and you just settle with it because you don't feel like starting a fight. Because I feel like that's where a lot of women are. If you're unhappy and you're settling, you're gonna grow resentment towards your partner, and it's gonna get to the point where y'all are just butting heads, and it's gonna be the downfall of your relationship. Now, if we're talking career opportunities, like let's say, oh well, I'm only comfortable at this skill set, and you're about halfway in your box. Like let's say you have a box, right? And if you don't excel, or if you don't have the drive to excel past the top of your box, and you're just sitting halfway, then you're gonna be stunted. You're gonna be at the same $15 an hour job for probably until you retire, if you're even able to at this point, because we know
Right.
that the boomers are draining Social Security benefits.
Oh yeah, they taking that.
It just depends on like you have to have the drive to either ask for more or work for more, depending on the situation. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be stuck, like stuck and unhappy and bitter because everybody else around you is like, oh well, she's getting that, she's getting this, and what are you doing? Sitting there complaining.
Right.
I'm gonna ask Lisa the same question. What are some of the potential consequences of settling for the bare minimum in relationships or career opportunity?
Honestly, I agree with what she said. I feel like number one is resentment. We talked about this before. Like you see on social media couples and stuff, and it's hard not to put it into your relationship and think about, well, shit, I'm seeing them kiss all up on each other. Why you don't kiss up on me?
Yeah, relationship goals.
Yeah. And then you see, like, let's say for instance, I see a couple of my classmates or something, they dated or something, and I see them doing stuff that I want to do or stuff that I want to be doing with my partner, and I'm like, shit, I want to travel, I want to do this, and one of us not pulling our weight, and it's like, and low key, it also gets a little exhausting because you feel like, well, shit, everything's on me. When are you going to do something? And then I feel like that's when the resentment comes in. Like, damn, like, come on now. And then that's also when you start losing respect for your partner too. And I ain't gonna lie, when we start losing respect for our man, it's okay, bitch, move.
Right,
You know, you
right,
start
right,
talking down on that ass, you
right,
know.
right.
Sometimes
Okay.
unintentionally too.
Yeah, like you don't even be sometimes you don't even be realizing it, but you do be doing it. Like when you lose respect for your partner, you just start talking down to him. Like, you know, it's not intentional, but that's how I just feel. Like I'm feeling you giving me the ick, you know?
Oh, the ick is real for sure.
Yeah.
You. What do y'all think that actually comes from when a woman feel like you think it's from most the majority of her emotions coming out at that moment when she's just going at them like that? Do you think it's based on emotions or just how she feeling at the time?
I just feel like it's like a build up. Cause for me to do something like that, for me to like go out and just fuck you up and mentally or like with the words, like I
Right,
had
right.
to been building up, and I'm not the kind of female to just like sit there and just let my guy do anything. I'm very opinionated. If I'm feeling some kind of way, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. So it's not like I'm not giving you the tools to succeed in what I need you to do for me. I'm giving it to you. I'm telling you, I need this from you. I need this from you. And once I get to a point where I feel like you not caring, you don't give a fuck, well, I don't give a fuck. You know? And then it comes to that too. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I got the second question. Well, go ahead, Shane. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's emotions and instincts because there's a point where you just get so burnt out and fed up that
yeah.
like at that point it's like why do I even care anymore? I'm just gonna if you're gonna do you, then I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna match your energy at that point
Right,
because there's only so much
right,
that you can just like there's only so much you can pour out of your cup until it's completely empty, like bone
right,
dry. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I feel like it's emotional and instinctual.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. I love both of y'all take. I love both of y'all takes on that. That was awesome. That's awesome. How can societal expectations and pressure influence a woman's decision to accept that she deserves more than the bare minimum? How can you think that probably basically like social media, what we getting off of TV or things of that nature, probably influence a woman's perspective that she deserves more
I
than
guess
the
it
bare
would
minimum?
depend on like what you're viewing. Like you said, like you're viewing on social media and TV and
Mm,
stuff, but like a lot of young women probably about because there's like a decision making part of your brain that doesn't like fully develop until you're 24. So I feel like younger women like 20 like my age and younger, I'm 23,
mhm.
we're very impressionable when it comes to older people's and sometimes it's older women like older women's opinions like 30s, 40s who have experienced a little bit more life than us. So if we see like a 35-year-old woman on TikTok, for instance, telling us this is what we should accept. I feel like a lot of women are like younger women are susceptible to be like, oh yeah, she's right, or like, well, she's older than me, so she must be right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's an impressionability factor.
Right. Absolutely. Lisa, what's your take on that?
Um I feel like not even just women. I feel like the new generations upcoming are followers. A lot of them doesn't have a mind of their own.
I
They
absolutely agree.
do and say whatever they hear on TV,
Right.
and everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to be the next topic. Like it's really just a social media type of environment now. Like they gonna run with whatever's trending. Like if that girl got billions of views talking about so what she gonna accept, now motherfuckers like, oh, okay,
Let me do
she's
that.
right, let me do
Right.
it. Yeah, like
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a
that's
great
just my
point.
take.
That's a great point though, because like if you look, like there's kids stealing Kias because it's a trend on social media, and it's just
Right.
like, I mean, Kias are extremely easy to steal, but
But
that's
the
not the
thing
point.
is, kids think like
Mhm.
that. Kids
Yeah,
they mimic what they see growing up. Like
Absolutely.
exactly.
if you see this in a household, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be doing it or saying if I'm cussing around my baby, 9 times out of 10 she's gonna be cussing.
Right.
Oh
Like
yeah, for
that's
sure.
just that. But my thing is y'all young adults, y'all have a mind of y'all fucking own. Why is y'all sitting here looking and doing shit that these people was doing? Y'all know right from wrong. Y'all know better. Like I shouldn't have to sit here and tell you. Like
Mhm.
people, that's just I hell. I'm gonna keep it to myself. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. So what's going on in society right now, and this is my totally my opinion. that everybody, and I'm gonna totally take a talking point from what Lisa said. Everything is about likes, clicks, and views, and going viral.
Literally.
Everything is about that. So you got these young women, and you got, and I'm gonna take an example like Sexy Red. They popular, they want to popularize her and some of these women for what they're doing. So when the young women see that, they want to mimic that. They think it's okay. Sexy Red talking about having an STD. So wow.
Oh Lord.
These girls
Oh,
think
my
okay.
God.
She want to glorify having an STD like that's something cool. So you got these young women thinking, okay, I can go have sex, unprotected sex. Oh, maybe if she said it, which what's going on is these influencers and these entertainers and these people in social media have a big impact on
And
how
they get paid to do it.
yeah, how society think. They can change how people think. And the corporations also know that. That's why the corporations push certain people out there to fit their own agenda. So we just got to be mindful of that.
Yep, I agree.
It's very different. So we're gonna jump on to the. Go ahead,
I'm
Shane.
sorry, I
Go
keep
ahead.
doing
No,
that.
go ahead. Do your thing, girl.
Corporate
Pop your
influence on
shit.
social media, like corporate
Mhm.
influence on social media is a real thing. Like it's like
Oh
there
yeah.
are actually like corporations that make like fake accounts just to monitor what people say on their account or like on different brands' accounts. It's like I don't want to call it incognito marketing 'cause I don't know the actual name of it, but it's like wild how much our comments and stuff are taken to an account.
Yeah.
Like marketing is crazy. I feel like it's a psyop or something like that. It's weird.
Yeah, it really is. They really monitor that. I honestly
Be
think,
having moderators.
Right.
yeah, I honestly think this whole internet thing was basically put together so they can monitor how we are reacting to certain things. They put the likes behind it. And they also add the followers. So you actually, and a lot of people look at that. When a lot of people come up to me and I tell them right now, I'll be like, I got a podcast. The first thing anybody young or either older asks me, how many subscribers do you have? They don't even want to know what you're talking about or what
Right.
you're doing. They just want to know how many followers you have and how many subscribers you have. Because
Because it's
that
based on
was
worth
yeah,
to them.
it's that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's like they don't even want to hear anything about, man, what you be talking about on your podcast. What time you go live, or what's that first thing to come out their mouth, how many subscribers you have and how many followers you have on Instagram. And that is what the corporations are looking at. So they can also change some of these celebrities statuses too. They can actually, you can see some celebrities, some of these new rappers come in the game right now, they probably have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Overnight they can have 100, a million.
Yeah.
Some
It
of
just
these
takes one
things,
video.
yeah, some certain we just got to be aware of that.
I got
We're
a friend
gonna
from
jump.
high school that's up and
Go
coming
ahead.
too. I say I have a friend who in high school that's up and
Mhm.
coming too. And he went like crazy one night, and he's not like too. His name is Dallas K. If you want to look him up, but
Right.
he's got really good music, and it took like one night, and he's jumped up a lot. I don't know how much he jumped up, but it was a lot.
Right. We're going to jump on to the next topic in hand. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. Like I said, let me pay these bills real quick before we go on to the next topic, right?
You're now rocking with the best show on YouTube. This episode is sponsored by My Hit Hoss. Smash the like button. The show begins now.
Make sure y'all smashing that like button. I'm bringing y'all some great content this morning. I got my lovely ladies with me, so make sure y'all are participating in that as well. We're finna play this video clip and then we're finna get into the next topic.
Telling these single bitches the truth. That bitch got it hard cause she made it hard. The single woman got it hard cause she made it hard. Started when she left her mama house. But she wanna blame the man. I'm finna show you how it ain't the man's fault. Because when you first had that first baby, you were young, your little pussy was hot, you went against what your mama said, and all that shit your mama told you. Your mama tried to tell you about how this thing was go. But now, you little
Hey, Charleston White, let me drop a clue, bud. That's my motherfucking god. Damn, Charleston White, bud. Let's keep going.
half with that pussy hot, your mouth smart, and your ears closed, and you didn't want to listen to nobody, right? So goddamn it, you had that first baby. Now I'm finna show you, bitch. Most of y'all had babies back to back to back. How that's the nigga fault? You mean to tell me you had, when your baby was 2, you got pregnant again and had another baby? Then when that baby was 4, now you got a 1.5-year-old, a 3-year-old. You done had, most you bitches got star-step babies. How the wrong? How the nigga wrong? You didn't listen to your grandmama, you didn't listen to your mama, you didn't listen to your auntie, you didn't listen to your track coach, you didn't listen to your volleyball coach, you didn't listen to your cheerleader coach. How the nigga wrong for your choices and your decision? Every last one of y'all done let that nigga get up in that that raw dick. Most y'all got a baby by a nigga who already had a baby and he wasn't doing for that baby, and you was squabbling with the baby mama when you and him was together.
The dumbest thing a man can do is date a single mom, and I'm saying this as a single mom myself. The only exception to the rule is if the man has kids himself and he's a single dad. That's the only rule that is the exception. And I say this because, one, it's fucking stupid as a man to take on somebody else's kids when you don't have kids of your own. Now, do I think it makes women less valuable? No, I think that's a stupid rhetoric. But the idea that you're going to get emotionally attached to someone else's kids, and then if you break up and never fucking see them again, y'all are stupid. But not only that, it's like, as a single mom, I don't want to date somebody that doesn't have kids because he's not going to be in tune to automatically or naturally or organically be the dad. But also, if I didn't have my daughter, I wouldn't be out here trying to date a man with kids. Like, I get the logic behind it because I'm not going to be emotionally invested in somebody else's kids. Now, in my opinion, if he has kids and I have kids, then we're both equally risking the same thing if it doesn't work out, if that makes sense. Like, me as a single mom, I would never date someone with no kids. Like, so I don't know why women get so offended when men are like, oh, I don't date single moms. Like, I totally get it as a single mom myself. There's too much risk and not enough reward.
I find it really stupid when I see men trying to make it a point that single mother standards are way too high. But wouldn't you think that a good mother or a good woman, period, would want the best for her children and want the best around her children?
Wouldn't you think that a good mother and a good woman knows that what's best for her child is to grow up in a home with a biological mother and father there?
So you best believe that my standards are going to be through the roof. At this point, my standards are so high, I think I'm looking for Jesus Christ himself. You stupid. Because, baby, I devote my life to being a mother and being a good woman so I can be a good mother. So yes, if you want to mess with me on that type of level, you need to prove to me why you are worthy of my time. And why you are worthy to be in my child's presence on a consistent basis. Because I'd rather be alone forever than have my time wasted. So let me just make this clear. Don't take me being a single mother with a grain of salt. Just know that I work my ass off and I'm tired, okay? But I work my ass off as I should. So if you come into my life, you should be making things easier, not harder. And that goes for any relationship. But I'm quick to leave all types of situations.
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
Just make.
This is why men don't want to date single mothers and take them serious. Imagine this. You wake up one day and you decide, I want to go buy a brand new car. So you take all the money that you saved up and worked hard for, you go down to your local dealership and you tell them, I want that car. It looks really nice. It's your favorite color. It has 0 miles on it, 0 previous owners, 0 accidents. So you purchase that car for $50,000. You drive it off the lot. Now imagine 8 to 10 years goes by. You're getting a couple accidents, your check engine light's on, it needs some other work done. It has 120,000 miles on it. And you say, I want to go buy another car. So you take that same car you got for $50,000 back to the dealership. And you say, hey, I want to trade this in for $50,000 when I originally bought it from. You know what they're going to do? They're going to look at you and laugh. That sales guy's going to say, listen, I'm not going to give you that. It has a lot of damage on it, a lot of wear and tear. But I can give you $8,000. Are you going to get mad? Are you going to get frustrated? No, you got to take that $8,000, take what you can get, and move on because you can't get full price of what you got it before. So this is how men view single mothers. Used, worn down, previous owners. Guys have ran it down and abused it and used it up. And women think that I want to get back on the dating market and get full price for what other men got for free. It's not
gonna date a single mom, especially a struggling one. Bro, this is reason number 34 on why to leave them chicks alone. I'm hanging out with my friend. She says she's bored. She has nothing to do. Her kids are at school and she just wants to hang out. I'm like, okay, cool. Come over to my house. Let's chill. She comes over to my house to chill. She's like, dang, your room is so dirty. Can I clean it up for you? I mean, sure. Why not? But do it if you want to. Don't do it because you think you're obligated to do it. And she said, okay, I'll do it because I want to. Cleans up my room. While I'm outside of the room, I'm like, hey, I'm going to send you some money for cleaning up my room. $50. She's like, oh my God, that would be amazing. Then after we left, right, I'm like, let me take you to go get something to eat. Where would you want to go? She says a place. I'm like, all right, let's go there. We get to the place, everything hunky-dory. I get home. I just have a half a mind to check my bank account. I look and I'm like, $400 missing. I go to call the bank closed. I'm sitting there like, how could $400 be missing out of my account? This chick, while cleaning up my room, mother loving, used my old card to pay a bill. She paid, guess what? Her power bill. It was $400. I'm sitting there like, what in the world? What type of power are you using? Nah, she hasn't paid that bill in multiple months. That bill has not been paid. So I go to the bank. I immediately call fraud. I get a sheet of paper pulled out. And then they're like, you got to go to the police station. So I go to the police station. I'm looking at the transaction. And I see this chick whole name. So while sitting at the police station, I make a phone call. I'm like,
Like, you can have personal shit around me. You can have money laying on the floor. I ain't touched none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. You know that. Like, you already know that. Like, I came up there to cheat with you. I ain't never put shit down. Never. I'm not that type of female. If anything, I'm laughing about the shit with you. If playing with you, like, I ain't never been on that type of time.
oh yeah, I had nothing to say because she was just blatantly lying to me.
No, don't be crying now, goddamn it. You stole that goddamn man $400. You better stop crying. Take her ass to jail.
Woman has a child, there's no upside for you as a man coming in and taking care of that child. Because if you get in a relationship with that girl, what ends up happening is you have to support that child that isn't yours. You build a bond and attachment with that child. And then let's say the girl breaks up with you, it's going to hurt.
What do you mean by support?
When the man gets in a relationship with you, he's not just getting in a relationship with you, he's going to have to take that child on at some point.
100%.
So my point is that when he takes you on and that child, he's going to bear responsibility for that child as well. But the problem is that he's not going to have the same authority. He won't be able to discipline that child the way he wants because it's not his kid. So he has responsibility without authority. Responsibility without authority is slavery. So he ends up having to take care of that kid. Let's say y'all break up. Now he loses access to that kid, which he ended up developing a bond with, and he loses you. So it's going to hurt 2-3 times more. The stepdaddy game is an L for most guys. When a woman has a child, there's no
reason why I don't recommend most men to date single moms is not because there is something wrong with single mom, as TikTok will have you believe. The reason why I don't recommend is because many men, if not most, are just simply not ready to take on the responsibility of taking care of somebody else's child. A lot of men still live with their parents. They don't have jobs. They are not responsible for their own life. So how can you possibly be responsible for somebody else's life?
Got that many options. There's a lot of guys out there just like you guys that don't want to be with us because we are mothers.
Oh.
We are mothers, and we are single mothers.
That wasn't a high five.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't got that many options.
What about-
There's a lot of guys out there just like you guys that don't want to be with us because we are mothers.
Oh,
We are mothers, and we are single mothers.
that wasn't a high five.
Women are demanding so much more from men. Like,
Okay, there we have it. Those are the video clips, you guys. And thank you guys for sticking around. I'm gonna have to chop them down a little bit. I think they'd be too goddamn long. Yeah. But we're gonna start it off like this. And I'm gonna start off at the top this time. Damn, Lisa. I ain't scared of Lisa. Oh, I'm not scared of Lisa. Goddamn right. Shit. The fuck, Lisa? Fuck Lisa, man. I ain't scared of Lisa. All right, Lisa, I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna jump it off. So, Lisa, what is your take, man? Should men date single parent women? What is your take on that?
I feel like it's really wishy-washy. There's some men who can take on that role, and then I feel like there's some men that shouldn't because they know their intentions isn't, genuine. A lot of men approach women for booty calls and something just for sex or something like that. And I feel like if they on that kind of time, they need to make sure that it's upfront and it's talked about. Cause honestly, I'm not a single mom, but if I was a single mom, my standards would be raised. And it's not just because of all of that, but I have a daughter. I don't want just know any kind of man around my child because I'm going to jail. Do you hear me? If anything happened to my
Yeah.
motherfucking baby, I'm automatically it's going to tweak. Like something's going to take over me, and I'm a be mama bear. So you got to make sure that you can trust the person around your child. You want to make sure that this person isn't going to be misabusing and mistreating your child. Then as a mom, you don't want figures coming in and out of her life because that's not you don't want that to be imprinted in your baby's mind. Like why? And then you don't want to get in a relationship and find out that he cheating, and now you got to sit here and tell your child that this person that she see as a father figure isn't going to be around anymore. Me personally, if I was in a relationship with a guy and he was a damn good stepfather to my child, and if he wanted to stay in her life, I have no problem with that. I mean, that's y'all bond. But
Right.
if it was like he wasn't doing shit, he was making it harder on me than what it already is, then what the fuck is you with me for? I do feel like if you gonna get with a single mom, you should be making things easier. She shouldn't have to take care of your ass and a whole child or children. That's just that.
Right. Cheyenne, what's your take on that?
So a lot of those videos made me mad. I don't know if you watched my face or not.
I was scoping them out.
They made me super mad because
Right.
the car one especially, because I'm in a group on Facebook and it's like, what are we comparing? It's called What Are We Comparing Women to Now? It's like what object are we comparing women to today? Women and cars are not the same thing because
No.
one,
I didn't like that
know.
analogy. I didn't like that either. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if y'all know this, but after you have a baby, everything shrinks back to the way it was.
Everything.
Or pretty damn near the way it was.
Right.
Not gonna be graphic, but I have not gotten any complaints. So
Ooh, look at you, nasty. Go ahead.
Women are not cars. We're not keys. We're not locks. Just throwing that out there. But it's also the fact that my stepdad, who raised me from birth, right? My mom and my biological dad split up when I was maybe a week old. My stepdad was at my birth, raised me like his own child, and my sister. He went on to have a kid with my mom. He didn't lose. They ended up divorcing in 2014. I was 15 years old. I still talk to him. He had a kid with his new girlfriend. I still consider that my brother. There's no loss here. It's just a loss if you make it out to be a loss. And
Right.
what she said, what people aren't, I understand the contention when single mothers are dating guys and then breaking up with them and then dating guys and then breaking up. Kind of like what Lisa said. You have to
Right.
tell your child who bonded with that person. That's not what a lot of those men are thinking. That
Right.
one dude that talked about 2 or 3 or 4 times more, like how it hurts. He's one of those high value men, the one I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really take into account or take with any legitimacy what he says as a whole.
Right.
But it's like, it's more about the child than it is the man. And nobody's asking you to take, like, if me and my man were to break up, I'm not asking no man to take care of my kids. That's my man's job.
Right.
Like, if we broke
That
up,
part.
that's his job as the father. Like,
Mhm.
he has a kid with his ex-wife too, and he's not asking her new boyfriend to take care of his daughter. He takes
Right.
care of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's not an obligation. I mean, yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to take care of them physically when mom has to go to work or something like that, but you're not obligated to support that kid. Like, if I feel like if the mom has a job, her money, and if she collects child support, should go towards that kid. Now, if y'all
Absolutely.
went on to have kids together, that's a different story, and there's a whole bunch of additions to the problem or
I
whatever.
got something I want to add to that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Honestly, if I'm a single mom, I don't need nobody to take care of my child. I'm gonna
That
make
part.
sure my child is straight. And I feel like a lot of guys, when they hear single mom, I gotta take care of. Nah, nigga, you ain't gotta take care of shit over here, cause I got mine. Okay? You ain't gotta take care of
100%.
shit.
Talk
Okay?
your shit.
Now, you do have to take care of me and my motherfucking child if you put a motherfucking ring on his finger. You best motherfucking believe. Because if you become my husband, you become the new father figure in my child's life. So not only do you have to take care of me, you have to take care of what belongs to me too. Ain't
Exactly.
none of that. We not playing that shit. Boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't give a fuck. You ain't gotta take care of me. Shit, you ain't gotta take care of me, let alone my child. But
Because
when
a
you
lot of
become my
men,
husband,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to get to. A lot of men have this misconception that when they get with a woman and they have a baby already, that, oh man, I ain't trying to take care of another man's baby. And that's why a lot of men will shy away from women that already have a child, being a single parent.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, when a man is out there, then you approach a woman and you falling in love with her, you liking her, and she got she a single parent. You gotta also take consideration where her mind state is. You know what I mean? Every single parent woman, mine ain't there. You got some real fucked up ass women out there. You know what I mean? And they mind. You got some bad women. Just some women that they mind is not there mentally.
Yeah, you got a couple of bad apples.
Yeah. So you just got to take into consideration. And also, I love the one that he said. I ain't gonna say he's a high value man. We can both have our own opinions about it, but he made a great point about that situation. When you come into a relationship, right, and she have a baby, you go grow attached to the child.
Well,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You go grow attached to the child, and if things go awry, then you missing out on the relationship, and things can go bad from that standpoint. So,
Yeah, I can understand that part 100% because you're not gonna not bond with somebody else.
Right.
It's like I bond with my boyfriend's daughter,
I mean,
Right.
and if you isn't bonded, then I see that as a problem.
Yeah,
Right, red
exactly.
flag, red
It's
flag.
red flag right out the door. Right out the door.
But I do also got something else to say.
Go ahead.
When he was like, excuse my language, but these niggas is not being
Go ahead.
realistically.
These
They-
niggas. God damn niggas.
What should I say? Nigga roaches. Because that's what they is, nigga roach. Anyways, they not
Go
being
ahead.
realistic. Like in today's
Oh.
society,
Right.
people are having kids at 15, 16. Like things not gonna work out, and for
Yeah.
y'all to sit here and try to make it seem like a woman's worth is deterring because of the things that she went through. What about a guy's value deterring? Like,
Right.
basically y'all will have the same. Y'all will have to go through the same shit, except for
Right.
y'all can get pregnant. Y'all sitting here fucking bitch. Y'all probably got babies out here, but motherfuckers don't look at that, They look
Right.
at the woman. And then, like,
I wasn't just sleeping around when I got pregnant. I was with one person, and
Exactly.
you know, and then like I had hella bodies and then ended up
Right.
pregnant.
When he
No,
was saying,
I
yeah,
was
that
with
y'all worry
someone
out. Yeah.
and that happened, you know? It
Right.
doesn't mean that a bitch was being passed around and then was sleeping around. Like, no.
It takes
We're
one time
like
to have sex to get pregnant.
literally.
Right. So what we basically saying that not, what we trying to say that not all women, you don't be scared to date a single parent woman, right? But you got to be mindful. You got to make sure her mind is all there. You might date the wrong woman and she might have you doing a lot of other bullshit. You know what I mean? So you make sure you check out what's going on with her mentally. So before you want to dib and dab in that situation, especially when she have kids involved, and especially if you do not, as a man, already have kids, you got to be willing and you got to be strong minded to be able to take care of those burdens, man. It's a lot that comes with a woman that already bears a child in that field as well.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I got a question I would like to ask both of you guys, but both of you women, before I let you guys go. How might dating a single parent woman differ from dating someone without children in terms of commitment, financial considerations, and emotional dynamics?
So
I'm
if
starting
we're
with
just
Saya.
if we're just dating, right? We're not married. So let's talk about just dating in particular, because that's what you asked.
Right.
Technically, he's not obligated to take care of your kid. If you're a working single mom that has a partner, so I guess a working mom that has a partner that's not the father, it is not that man's obligation to take care of that child until there's a ring and a last name change. Because you've been doing it before he came around. What's changed? That he's here.
Right.
That's it. His job is to take care of y'all in the relationship. You got that kid. Your kid. It's different. You said it's commitment and financial regular considerations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So financially, like I said, not technically his responsibility. If he wants to make it his responsibility, that's a conversation that they need to have. Commitment wise, it may be a little like everybody was saying about how like that attachment, you might feel as though you need to be committed to that attachment to that child. But at the end of the day, I mean, technically he doesn't really have to. If the relationship isn't good for his mental or physical health, or for the child's, or for her, like let's say y'all butting heads, y'all fighting all the time, if it's not good, it's not good. Like,
absolutely. Lisa, what's your take on that one?
I feel like if you really want to be with me, you're gonna, I don't know, when you want to be with somebody, you have this urge to care for them and take care of them. You want to relieve stress, So I feel like when guys date single women, they come in as that father figure, that financial figure, like, let me help relieve some of this stress off you,
Right.
Which in all honesty is not your obligation, but are you loving on me and you wanting to be with me, you doing those things because you want to do. But
Yeah.
at the same time, if you gonna come in initially with that energy, don't just stop when you feel like, oh shit, I'm tired. It's not really my kid. Nah, nigga, because you've been doing it, so you're gonna continue to do it, or you could kick the fuck rocks.
Because a lot of these men, you come in, some of y'all guys, y'all put it on y'allself. Y'all be simping right through the door.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You simping right through the door. You buying his kid everything. His kid looking at you like, man, every time he come around, he giving me $5. Every time he coming over to see mama, he ordering. We eat pizza every time he come over. Y'all don't hear me. You guys be sipping soon as you come through the door, and then when things go bad, you got to take into consideration the child. But like I said, it all reverts back to the old adage. You got to make sure that the person that you are dating is mentally ready, man.
But then at the same time, you never really know. You could be together with someone for 5 years and just not learning their ass.
Right. Absolutely.
These people be psychopaths. They be good at hiding themselves.
Absolutely. So we're gonna get on to the last topic, man, before we get on up out of here. We're gonna Drea Michelle. Drea Michelle is the 39-year-old how can I say this? She's a entertainer or influencer. Her name has been known from being on like Basketball Wives and these reality TV show, these dating shows, and she's 39 years old, right? And Drea been around in the entertainment business for quite a long time. She is basically considered, in layman's terms, a Kruger when it comes down to entertainment. She done been around the block a few times, and she still is a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? So she done even been with Chris Brown, you know, and all that type of stuff. So she done been around the game quite, you know, for a while now. And Drea is 39 years old, and she's currently having a baby by this 22-year-old basketball superstar. He's starting to grow into his own himself in the NBA, right? He had just recently signed a massive contract, and Jalen Green is 22 years old. And it's a lot of people that has been coming for her, talking about what has she got going, getting pregnant by this man, right? And we also got to put into consideration this too. The boy is 22. Drea has a son that is 21 years old. So we go just chop this up. I love to ask Lisa and Cheyenne, what are y'all take on the situation? I know y'all might not know exactly who she is, but I know it might hit y'all news feed. Y'all might skip around and see it and be like, oh, okay, that's what he was talking about. But your first impression, what comes to your head when you think about this situation?
I would say that technically I wouldn't date anybody younger than me, but everybody has their own preference. Um, I don't feel like anybody should be talking too much about it, but they
Right.
is because you know they're in the public eye. People do it every day. People
Absolutely.
out here doing it now. There's people that I know that's 40, dating on 20, 19-year-old men, you know, like
Right.
some women like younger guys, and if he's of age, then that's their motherfucking business. But I do say
Absolutely.
that she secured her bag. Hey.
She secured that bag, what you said. Yeah, she did that. She did that.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, what's your take on the situation? Oh, we can't hear it right now. Let me try to get to it. Oh shit. Oh, we couldn't hear you, Cheyenne.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
still
know.
can't hear her.
Yeah, I don't know what she done. Oh, she's not looking.
Or we gotta click out and
Uh,
join back in.
Yeah, I probably do. But yeah, my take on the situation, y'all, before Cheyenne figure out what's going on, I'm all for it, right? I think Drea is an awesome woman, man. You know, she's just only doing, and you got to take into consideration too, man. This man, she's not a little boy no more, right, y'all? He's not a young boy no more. So he knew what he was doing, and he went into her raw too. Come on now.
Shut up.
Drea still know how to snap it back on these young men. You gotta give it to Drea on that situation. So at this
Like you
point,
said,
I'm
she's
not.
been around the block, so she
She
knows.
been around. Yeah, she know how to. She know how to maneuver. She know how to get that young man. You know, she did what she had to do. You know what I mean? But it's not necessarily her fault. A lot of people are trying to blame it, put it down on her. She's not. Both of them are grown.
Nah, but
At
if I
this
was her
moment,
son, I'll feel some kind of way.
yeah, but he gotta look at it that mama is grown. You know what I mean?
Oh
But yeah,
well.
I will look at it like, dang, mama, my other dude's gonna be trying to, but yeah, my other homie's gonna be coming over here talking about where your mama at, my boy.
Right, yeah, we're not doing that.
We ain't doing that over here. We ain't doing that. But Drea, Michelle, she definitely has secured the bag because he's an up and coming superstar, signed a max contract, and then you definitely know Shiga will have him on child support, so she will be getting that bag real soon. So to all the future Krugers of the world, y'all are winning right now. Y'all don't hear me. We just give a round of applause for Miss Drea for securing that bag. Yeah, that's
Considered a cougar.
Who that? Who?
Am I considered a cougar or am I
How
considered a
young's your
MILF?
man?
Yeah. How old
Yeah,
is
I
your
feel
man?
like you'd be a
Well,
MILF.
we're the same age, but
I'm not.
No, I
but I
think
will
a
be
cougar is
considerate
like,
to other people, right?
yeah.
It depends on what age you talking about, right? Like
Well,
if you get a
I
young,
feel like
if
if
you
you're
get a,
10 years older than your man, then yeah.
yeah, I think what is the range around about 10? I think 10 or more. 10 or
Am
more.
I considered a MILF?
Do you want to be a MILF?
I'm a mom.
Do you want to? I'm not gonna fool with Lisa. I'm not gonna do this. Okay,
I'm just
okay.
playing. I'm
I
just
know. I love your energy. I love your energy. Cheyenne, when you was talking, your mic had muted. Your mic had went out, and I would love for you to go and reiterate what you were saying. What's your take on this situation with Drea Michelle and Jalen Green, the basketball player? She went back out. So what is I finna ask her the question? I don't know what's going on. We had her for a minute. She might jump in, but I know we're an hour in. Let me see if she gonna jump back in real quick. It shouldn't take her too long. But yeah, my girl trying to be a MILF. Who you trying to MILF up? What you got going on over
My
there?
man.
Oh shit! So
Just like some little role playing, like I'm.
That's what I was just gonna say. What kind of games y'all for the play over there? I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Y'all gonna be making another little girl over there pretty soon. That's what I think should happen.
You never
Man,
know.
probably I already went in there. Ain't no telling. Better hope you come on this month. God damn it. Yeah. Don't be quiet there. But yeah, thank you, Miss Lisa. I'm gonna go and let you get on up out of here. Thank you again. I can always count on you, man. Thank you guys for tapping in with me today. Also, man, we're gonna make sure you give Miss Lisa a round of applause. We love her energy. We love that, and she's like a staple to this channel, man. She always there when I need her. She always shows up. So once again, thank you, Miss Lisa, and I will. There she go. There she go. There she goes. Let me try to get her. Okay. Okay. Can you hear us now?
I weird. It might cut out again.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, we were just going to end it anyway. So thank you, Cheyenne. I don't know if you can hear me, but thank you, Cheyenne. Yeah, thank you. We was cutting it anyway because we already over an hour. Thank you for joining this show. We will be connecting with you again. This is just the beginning of something special. Like I said, I would love to add you as a regular to this show. So like I said, thank you, Cheyenne. I will be messaging you and Lisa right after this so Lisa can make sure I get them links so I can add in the description box this time for real. I will. All right. Thank both of you women. Peace, love, and happiness. And y'all have a great day.
You too.
All right. Thank you. There you have it, everybody. There you have it. I had the great Buddha in the building today. You know when we rock out how we rock out and we do what we do. Right. And if it's your first time to the channel, if you just making it to the end, make sure you go watch the replay. You know, we talked about a few topics about relationships. Should women not accepting the bare minimum? Should men date single parent women? We talked about Drea Michelle and her young baby daddy, but he's a grown man. Jalen Green, the NBA rising superstar. Y'all, what is your take about the situation? Make sure you let me know in the comment box below. Make sure you let me know what y'all think about this episode. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, this is the time to do so. Make sure you take the time out your busy schedule. It won't even take you 5 minutes. Just hit that button. The subscribe button is free. I don't know why so many people be scared to hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing. Just hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications by clicking the bell for all videos. When you click the bell, an option will come up and you select all videos. That's how you can get notified whenever I go live and you guys can engage and come into the chat room and engage with us, right? right? Thank you again to Miss Lisa for joining in today. I can always count on Buddha, man. She always bringing that fire, and I really love her energy. I really love Lisa energy. And also, I would love to give a special thanks to Cheyenne. Cheyenne, man, she brought some. I think I'm gonna like Cheyenne over here. What y'all think? I think, yeah, Cheyenne, I think she belongs over here. We had a great time today, you guys. It's been an awesome day. And I'm gonna let y'all go and get on up out of here. Peace, love, and happiness as always. Stay out of trouble. Have a blessed day. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Or I'm gonna come through this phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come through this phone and do it for you. Y'all quit playing with me. Make sure you give this video a like and a thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. Mr. Show Out TV. Till next time. Yeah.